Motorcycle maniacs. What is going on in your world today? Well, as you can tell by the title of this, I'm actually going to do the common thing on review type stuff on motorcycles and new vehicles, and it is the things I hate about this motorcycle. And I don't even want to use the word hate. I would say that could be improved upon would be more like it. And there's very few things that I think fit that bill. First thing, controls here. They're just plasticky, and I think that could be improved upon. I think they could do something where it would pop a little bit better, look a little bit better, not look so, I guess, I don't know, in my opinion, I guess kind of looks cheap. Overall, the construction, in my opinion, feels solid. It's just, it's plastic, and I think that that could be improved upon. Everything else, I mean, you know, it all looks well made and looks top notch, I guess. That's one thing that I think Indian will probably improve on, in my opinion. I mean, I think, and if not, they should. I think they could definitely do something better with that. The second thing is this storage compartment. I don't even know if y'all can see it because I can't get over it, but it will like barely hold your phone. I mean, I've got an iPhone 6. It'll slide in there, and that's about it. You don't have much room for anything else. You got, you know, the plug. I don't know how much more they could add to this to make it a little bit bigger, where a phone would fit in there easy, and maybe a pair of sunglasses or something, just make it a little bit more functional. And this thing up here, it's all plasticky. I have a feeling this will fail probably sooner than later. I mean, it opens and closes fine, but as of right now, I don't know what's going to happen in the future on that. Next thing, I've already upgraded it, but this, just the passenger peg, it looks to me ugly and cheap to have that round, just plain peg. So I did upgrade and get the rear passenger floorboards. I think it just looks so much better. My girlfriend definitely likes these over the pegs, and I knew she would, just because it's more comfortable. There's more ways you can move your foot around. So that's one thing. I don't know what Indian could do. If nothing else, if they wanted to leave pegs on there, you know, dress them up a little bit more or something. I don't know. The war bonnet on the front is absolutely awesome, in my opinion. It gives it the old school look, like the old school Indians have. The only thing I think could be improved upon, and I'm sure they'll probably come out with an aftermarket, but I wish this lit up and wasn't just decoration. I think Indian could have put, you know, at least a small LED in there and had that light up at night. I think that would look awesome if that had just an LED in there and illuminating that crystal face. I think that would look awesome with the black. So that's one thing I think probably should have been done. I don't even know why they wouldn't have done that, unless they were just trying to keep costs down and running the wire, extra wire, and what an LED bulb or whatever would cost to put in that. But like I said, I have a feeling somebody in aftermarket world will probably come out with a replacement or some way to get this thing lit. And if they do, that would be awesome, because I would be definitely interested in that, because I think it would just really set this bike off. I've kind of had to stretch to even think of anything else. You know, some of these things I've really had to think about. I'm going to tell you, I know that there's going to be the people that don't like Indian. They prefer Harley. Indian's Polaris, and Indian's that. And, you know, I'm going to get those comments. I've already got a few of those. And the way I look at it is I like all motorcycles. I had somebody ask if price was a issue, why not go with a Gold Wing? I don't even know what Gold Wings go for, but I have a feeling they're pretty darn expensive. Or a Kawasaki Yamaha, something like that. And my response was, I like to try to buy American when I can. Obviously, I'm a Ford guy. I've got my truck and my Mustang, and I try to buy American. And I've owned one Honda, and that was the CBR 600. That was my first bike. It was a cheap bike to learn on, and my goal was always to get a Harley. I've owned 2 Harleys, and now Polaris came out with this motorcycle. Bought Indian, brought the brand back. I think they're doing awesome things. That's why I went with it. It's American made. It looks awesome. It rides awesome. And that's all I can say about it. I mean, I know there's going to be people that love Honda Goldwings. That's fine. I have no issues. If that's what you like, that look, that style, yeah, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, well, that was stupid to get a Goldwing. You should have got a Harley, or you should have got it the Indian. Ride what you like. That's what I do. So I'm not going to cut you down for whatever you ride. You can ride a moped. I don't care. You're on 2 wheels. You're having fun. You're enjoying life, and that's what it's all about. Motorcycling, to me, is it's a passion, and if you love to do it, and you're on 2 wheels or even 3 wheels, if you like trikes and that's your thing. Some people say, well, a trike's not a motorcycle. Whatever. It's, you know, if that's what you enjoy, that's what you like, do it. Go out and get that. If you like American made, get American made. If you want foreign brand, you know, I'm not cutting down any of the bikes. They're nice. All of them have their pros and cons, just like this one. There's things that could be improved upon. So that's just the way it is. I hope this helps y'all out in some of the things that maybe you, if you did buy an Indian, you might be like me and say, yeah, this stuff could be improved upon. Oh, one more thing I just remembered. And of course, if Indian did this, you would have the Harley people saying, oh, you're copying Harley. But I like to have actually a brake pedal and not the peg. No issues with it. I mean, it works fine. Just I like the look of it. I like the feel of the having actually a pretty good pad there. So I would change that. But as of causing any issues when you try to stop, no problems like that. But like I said, I think that could be improved upon. I think the look better and the feel is better. The only thing right now that I'm actually looking at upgrade or buying for it is some highway pegs, since it's already got the engine guard. So I've been looking around for something like that, just for some different options on where I can place my feet when I'm riding. All I can tell you is definitely go out and at least test ride them. Give them you know, they'll let you test ride anything, and then they do demo days where you can go up there and fill out a piece of paperwork and you can ride every one they've got on the demo truck. Because I think if you ride the Indian, you're going to be pretty impressed with it. I know I was. I know my girlfriend really was. If you do go and test ride one, I'm going to tell you, put it in sport mode and go through all the modes. Don't start out in sport. Start out in probably standard. That's normally what I ride in, is standard mode. But try standard, and then you can play around with touring if you want. But do those 2 first and then do sport. And I think you're going to be like me and go, holy crap, that's a big difference. And like I said, from touring to standard, there's a difference. But, man, when you put it in sport mode, it freaking opens up that throttle response. And I did it, I guess, yesterday. We were riding. We weren't recording, and we were just out cruising around and having fun. And I was like, man, I hadn't put it in sport mode since, like, the first day I had it. So I put it in sport mode, and we were going down the road, and I hit the throttle, and my girlfriend screamed and threw my head back, and I was like, man, this thing is just so beastly when you put it in sport mode. So if you're going to go do a demo, don't forget about that, because when I did my first demo ride on it, I almost forgot. I almost was back to the dealership before I remembered to do that, because that is a big feature you definitely want to try out, and I think you'll be really surprised by it. I know I was. If you want to have a little bit of fun and get on it and kind of throw you around a little bit, throw it in sport and have some fun, hit some twisties or whatever, but just know it's going to be a big difference. It's going to you're going to feel it. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by it. And those are the few things that I think Indian could improve upon. Everything else, man, is awesome on this bike. So I know that's kind of a short list, but I'm being sincere with y'all. That's all I could really find to complain about. I did watch one video. A guy said that he didn't like the fact that you know, the gas cap's here and this kind of sits over it when your handlebars are straight, so you have to turn your handlebar to fill it. It doesn't bother me. Some people, little things like that annoy them. It doesn't bother me, but it might bother you, so that might be a big thing about the Indian you don't like. Harley obviously has the big round deal here you lift up and your gas cap's right there. You can fill it with your handlebars in whatever position. Again, thanks everybody. Really do appreciate it. If you got that bike, but get out and ride and just ride safe and enjoy y'all's day. And I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.